Morning, Jimmy Crow speaking. At the moment, I'm working on the short biography of Dorothy Day. Actually, it's not the biography in a strict sense because I want to make a sort of parallel biographies, just like Pluto made. So the biography, well, 3, 4, 5 pages, not more than 2,000 words. The biography of Dorothy Day, famous Roman Catholic journalist and political activist who created the Catholic workers' movement, a huge set of charity, anarchist communities. And the biography of her Russian counterpart, a woman, she just lived in the Russian province. She was a contemporary of Dorothy Day, spent 10 years in the concentration camp, an ardent believer, also non-married, and she didn't made anything great, but she believed. And while reading the books about Dorothy Day, I was puzzled when she came to believe. She lived with some guy, and she was pregnant from him, and she believed, you see, in the church also. I can say that that was also my case, and I think it's quite a typical situation. We accept everything with God. The problem was that she was not officially married. So she told to her husband, I should say, that if he won't become a Roman Catholic, she'll be obliged to leave him. And he went away. I was shocked mostly because, as a historian, I know that, first of all, we have the so-called privilege of the Apostle Paul. I shall read it in, well, the title was given many, many years ago. And it sounds as follows. It's from the First Corinthian. If a woman has a husband who is not a believer and he is willing to live with her, she must not divorce him. For the unbelieving husband has been sanctified through his wife, and the unbelieving wife has been sanctified through her believing husband. Otherwise, your children would be unclean, but as it is, they are holy. End of quote. Do we understand, all of us, that marriage in the epoch of Apostle Paul was not sanctified by the church? Absolutely. So people came to love each other and engage in the marriage, and there was no the church rite for this. It was not the church sacrament. When did church sacrament became obligatory? Only in the, well, I should say, actually in the 16th century, in the course of struggle of Reformation and Counter-Reformation. Now many Catholic historians prefer to speak about the Protestant Reformation and the Catholic Reformation. In order to make an appeal, we've not been in the struggle. It was just the logical development of the church. No, it was not the logical development of the church. And we can easily imagine that sacrament of marriage will disappear. Whether marriage will disappear? No. The old ancient Roman principle, marriage is the consent of two persons. That's all. That's all. A man says, I love you. Woman says, I love you. You're my wife. You're my husband. That's all. No, God bless you. I think that appearance of marriage is a great gift, grace of God to us believers. And I'm happy that my spiritual father and spiritual father of my wife, he made the church sacrament before we've been engaged in the secular rite of registration of our marriage. Still, I think that in such cases, Dory today, when the husband, and this guy was her husband, de facto, using the Latin word, he loved her, she loved her, they have a child. He was her husband, unbeliever but husband. And the idea of day, or better to say of the Roman Catholic Church, that the man must become Roman Catholic without having faith, and then she'll be his wife, okay. But it's a lie. It's the violation of the commandment. Do not lie. Do not say that I believe credo non genitum Deus. And there is a lot of such lies in our Christian life, and it's a shame. I don't think the church is the source of these lies. We import these lies in the church when we enter it. And our sins make these lies grow and substitute the churchness. But we must struggle with this in our lives. Jimmy Krotov, Moscow. God bless you.